Welcome.
And welcome to
Jinx.
Sports Evolution Radio. We are your hosts, Nick Sundberg, Darwin Everett. You can follow us on Twitter at Nick Sundberg, at Darwin Sports. You can follow our Sports Evolution page at Sports Evo Radio. Give us a like on Facebook just search for Sports Evolution Radio. Darwin, how you been, man?
Hey, really good. And it's getting cold. This is just me. Look at me. I'm
It's just you.
I'm
You're
flanneled out. I feel
He's
like
real skinny. Doesn't have any meat on his bones.
okay. That's called not skinny. It's called jacked up.
No.
That's called proteined out, muscles bursting. That's called 8% body fat. I wish. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. That's
I
what
wish.
it's called.
I wish. I'm like, man, I've eaten so many cookies. Last night I ate 2 slices of pizza
A
at
whole
11
two?
o'clock. At 11 o'clock, I should not be
okay.
eating pizza at 11 o'clock. You know this.
You shouldn't be eating pizza.
I should be
at
drinking
11
like protein with milk.
No, you shouldn't. Oh, you should. Yes.
I should. Yeah. Casein doesn't sit well with me.
It's whatever.
I'm just saying.
You'll be all right.
All right.
We'll
You take
survive.
any of this?
No.
All right. Doesn't need to, I guess. No, I was talking to someone though. Remember I texted you how much you weighed and you were like, what, 245?
250. Yeah.
250? Yeah. Someone asked me and they were like, yeah, you have with your 2 games ago. When you hit that dude, I was like, yeah. He's like, when you have 250 coming at you, you're probably gonna get hurt. I'm like, he's 250? And I texted you. I'm like, man, you're a big boy.
I try.
So I won't be arm wrestling Nick, just so you know. But you know what, guys? We're really excited. The Washington Redskins got a W,
We did get a W this weekend.
and
Very exciting stuff.
we're gonna talk about
All
what
the
it
way
was
across
like.
the country too.
Yeah, seriously, what it was like in Oakland to get that, to go away, visitors, and to come out with a win. I know Nick said that he felt like, yeah, we actually talked like last week and said, I can't wait to do this show this week after the W. And I know after some of these guys, like Arakpo said, you know what, these guys were not going to come out of that place without winning. So we're going to talk about that. We also have the Hooters of Chantilly. Hooters of Chantilly joining us here on Sports Evolution Radio. So we want to thank Bill, the manager at Hooters of Chantilly.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. And thank you for the girls that will be coming by. And we're going to have a little chicken wing eating contest. This is my time. For the last almost year, I've heard how I've eaten 2-3 wings.
He's going to have 3.5 today.
How I got
worry,
out-eaten by girls. So this is my time to be like that dude, that the Asian dude that's just like killer eater.
Kobayashi.
Kobayashi. Call me Darwin Ashi, baby. I will be slamming them down. So you're gonna see here on Sports Evolution Radio.
Don't believe it.
Watch me choke.
Don't
probably.
believe
So let's get on with it. I read the story on Pro Football Talk about Freeman.
Josh.
And
His
about
name is
Josh
Freeman.
Freeman.
He's a quarterback.
The former quarterback for the Tampa Bay Bucks, replaced by Glennon.
Mike Glennon.
Yep. He stunk it up in preseason. He stunk it up again. But nevertheless, Shiano,
S.
yeah, Shiano, coach, is behind this whole thing. Now, the way that he went about it maybe wasn't the best. He's gotten criticized around the NFL or just gotten criticized for his move, the way he went about doing it. Josh is a great quarterback. I mean, he was doing it, but the way he went about it. And now I read today that apparently Josh was asked to not even join the meetings, and was asked to stay in the training room.
He was asked to stay out of the team meeting
What?
that everybody has Tuesday morning.
So what's up with that?
Asked to stay in the training room away from the team, I'm assuming so they can kind of cut ties with him, make a trade this week or something like that. Unfortunately, that's what's happening. Actually, fortunately for Josh, that's what's happening, because all I've heard, every single person I've ever talked to about the Tampa Bay Bucks and Shiano, is everybody hates him. I mean, he's absolutely crazy. Like, their practice facility has to be at a certain temperature, so it's like 56 degrees in there because he thinks you learn better at colder temperatures. So everybody's freezing, has to wear like 3 pairs of sweats and sweaters on.
I've heard of that, by the
when
way.
When they go to hotels, he has a guy walk around with a thermometer checking air vents. How cold is it in their hotel meeting rooms? He's crazy, right? Like.
I've heard that works.
Actually, I just heard today.
In the corporate world, that's what they do when you go to like seminars. They
we're not in the
pump
corporate world.
Up the AC.
Yeah,
I know.
that's
What I'm
awesome.
saying, they're jerks.
No, well, you got a bunch of guys who are trying.
I want to sleep.
Who can barely stay awake, right? Kai actually told me today, because he was in Tampa last preseason before he came to us, that their conditioning test was 18 110-yard sprints. 18.
Is that necessary?
No.
What is the regular?
No.
Just give people
like
an
when
idea.
I was in college, We ran 10 110s. That was our conditioning test, and it was a bitch. Like, everybody hated it because they're all timed. You have to make it in a certain amount of time with a limited amount of rest and things like that. They had 18. 18. Unreal. I mean, it's our jobs to be conditioned, to stay in shape. Like, Kai was telling me he had to train for this conditioning test. Like, no kicker should ever have to train for a conditioning test. Like, what are you doing? Like, it just absolutely blew my mind. But literally everything I've ever heard about him is everybody hates him.
What do you think this is? Do you think this is a case of a guy that just wants to let everybody know that he's in charge and it's his way or the highway when it comes to making all these decisions, it seems like? And what do you think what do you think is behind this whole decision with Josh? Is it because Glennon is his boy that he brought in? That's his guy that he needs to put out there. I mean, I don't think it was time to cut ties with Josh, but nevertheless.
But I mean, you got to think about this though. He took over somebody else's team, right? I mean, when Coach Shanahan came in here, he got rid of just about every quarterback that was here before him. He got rid of every quarterback that was here before him. You know. It's kind of that regime change, new look kind of deal, you know? And I think that was one of his ways of saying nobody is safe. First round draft pick quarterback, no one on this team is safe. I'm the head coach, I make every decision, no one's safe. Now, whether or not I think it's smart, who knows? I don't, but...
The Bucks don't have that defense they used to have, and the offense is struggling. And I just don't see Glennon cutting it. I don't see him succeeding in the NFL. I think he's going to be not good. I don't think he's going to make that team needs to get to the playoffs. They were just in the playoffs or in the hunt 2 seasons ago.
But good or not, like Josh is a big-armed, giant quarterback.
Sure.
Who can make every single throw. He's evasive, things like, you know, like he can do everything you want a quarterback to do. Decision-making process, I don't know. But, you know, it's kind of one of those things where you just kind of wonder what happened.
Where do you think Josh fits right now? Do you think he fits? Is there any team that has that need?
Well,
I mean, you look at the Raiders that you just played. They had that need, but then they have prior
you got
now.
Terrell, and you got... Oh, by the way, awesome stat. Awesome stat I read before we played the Raiders. So Matt Flynn made his first start since he was in Green Bay against us this weekend.
Yeah.
He's made $9.4 million in that span of time without making one start. How awesome is that?
That's phenomenal.
Right? Congrats to him. $9.4 million
The guy
without
got
starting
paid.
one game.
He got paid.
Okay, but going back to it, I just read a little bit ago that apparently Tennessee came out and said that Jake Locker's injury is just a hip bruise. And he's only going to be out a few weeks. Now, that would be a place, I would assume, because Jake and Josh are kind of similar quarterbacks, running style, things like that. But if he's only out 2 to 3 weeks, who knows if he's out 4 to 8, 10 weeks. Then there's a place where you can think, okay, he might be able to fit in.
Chris Johnson with Josh Freeman. Oh, man.
See?
That's good. That's a good one, too.
But it's kind of one of those things where nobody knows what's going to happen, especially with Shiano. Like, he's one of those guys where he doesn't want you to know what's going to happen next, and you never will know what's going to happen next because he's so freaking crazy.
But he's a jerk.
He's a what?
A jerk?
So I've heard.
Yeah. I'll take you, Shiano. I'll arm wrestle you.
I heard he's very Singletary-esque.
Yeah, and that didn't work out, and that didn't last. That obviously didn't last.
Dude,
I thought I was on that train, but it obviously didn't work.
No, I heard some crazy stuff about him, too, doing crazy, like, hitting or tackling drills like the gauntlet before every single practice of the year. The year, not every single practice of training camp. Every single practice all the way throughout
What is
the
the
entire
gauntlet?
season.
Explain to people what the gauntlet is.
Gauntlet's basically where two guys line up, and you got a ball carrier. Two guys hit each other as hard as they can. The defensive guy has to get the ball carrier. Or you can have four guys. You have an offensive lineman, defensive lineman. They hit each other, the linebacker and the running back. You know, you got to basically, one guy gets one way or he doesn't.
Like
But
Rudy.
it's super, yes. It's super aggressive, way unnecessary. They had a guy break his neck when he was there, and they still continue to do it over and over again. Just completely unnecessary. You wonder why he's not a coach or a head coach.
Gauntlet. That's one thing I learned. Like Rudy. You remember when Rudy lined up and he would get those two people? That's it. He split right between the tackles, baby.
Think about running at somebody like this.
That's how I feel like I would perform, like Rudy.
Right.
Hey, I saw a picture today. It was something about like NFL like Hispanic heritage, and then they had something about congratulations, Aaron Hernandez. I'm like,
Oh man.
I'm like, geez, why you gotta make my people look bad? We have freaking Anthony Munoz from the Bengals, okay? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who he is.
All right. You're like one of the few. Anyways, sportsevolutionradio.com. By the way, let's talk a little fantasy.
I lost this week, bad.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
I lost too, and not that bad. I lost by 20 points
That's pretty
because my guys just did not perform. But I'm really bitter about last week. Did you see what happened last week to me?
No.
You and I, my friend, you were number 1, I was number 2, 3-0. I beat Harper by like 0.34 of points or something like that. It was ridiculous. Not even a whole point.
And they adjusted the points.
Then those mofos adjusted the points. And they gave me a loss. And then I'm 2-1. I went from right underneath, from you being first, me being second, to 4th or 5th in the league. I'm at 2-1. I'm like, are you kidding me?
I helped you out this week. I took a loss.
Yeah, well, I did too. So you didn't help me out. But isn't that funny how we go from sitting at the very top and I had screenshots. By the way, I was gonna tweet it to you. Hey, dude, good luck this week. Like I had it all like ready, and then I go back. I'm just like, I just want to see how it looks like to be 3-0 again. I'm like 2-1. I'm like what? And
that
yeah,
sucks.
it's not over till it's over. Even in fantasy football, people.
It's true.
So Killers. Peyton Manning.
Oh,
jeez.
I just read too. He's had 14 incompleted passes on the season so far.
That's it.
That's it. That's unreal. Unreal.
4 games, folks. He's played 4 games and he's had 14 income. And I bet you some of those 14, they weren't Peyton's fault.
Right. They were drops.
They were drops.
Still unreal. He's a freak.
That's ridiculous. And what do you think Welker has really done in the fantasy game?
Not just Welker. He's tearing it up because they've got him
Thomas.
in 2 leagues. Yeah, Demaryius Thomas.
Everybody.
Except for their freaking running backs. Yeah. Moneyball has been trash all year. I picked him up late. And just terrible. I'm getting like 2 points a game. So frustrating.
So what is your secret for this week in fantasy?
Oh man, I got a bye week, so
especially
I can
with
really
buys.
prepare, right?
I saw that Hoyer. Would you pick up Hoyer?
No.
You wouldn't pick up Hoyer in your league?
No.
Okay.
Folks,
I actually saw someone.
They're playing tomorrow night. Aren't they playing the Jets or something?
I think so. I saw someone tweet out that Hoyer is a dependable pick if you have your quarterbacks on the bye. Nick Sundberg won't pick up Hoyer.
Well, I don't need him.
But right, for the people, let's pretend here.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Would you if you needed
against
him?
the Jets defense for sure?
Yes.
I would pick him up. I don't think he's gonna get you any turnovers. But I mean, at the end of the day, you got to remember it's Cleveland. Cleveland.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
No bueno.
But the Browns are undefeated. No, they're not.
No,
Sorry.
they're not. What?
But they're leading the division. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's just a matter of a ticking time bomb? That's what I think. Come on, dog pounders.
I mean,
it's not going to last very long.
I don't know.
Doodle Brown.
I went to college with 2 of their offensive linemen too.
Who?
Alex Mack and Mitch Schwartz.
Hey, I saw your Broham was on TV last night.
Who?
Incognito.
Yeah, Richie.
Yeah.
Good dude.
How do you think he did?
I only watched a little bit of the game, but on the touchdown run that they had in the second quarter, he had a great double team, get the middle linebacker block, and it was solid.
Do you think if I were to strap on a helmet and just get at him, I could take him down?
Yeah, I know.
All right. I'm going to work on my tackling. We're going to come back. SportsEvolutionRadio.com. We'll be right back.
Go.
Welcome back. SportsEvolutionRadio.com. We are here, and we are here to talk about a little Redskins. But before we do so, I want to thank everyone for checking out the show. And by the way, did you see that little collage that I made?
I did.
With all the supporters?
It was very cute.
Thanks. I have a lot of time here. I'm in the hot tub making collages.
Right.
I'm sure dudes are like, look at this guy. But hey, it happens. Work has to be done somewhere. So I want to thank everyone. We appreciate those tweets. We appreciate your feedback and definitely appreciate your support. So thank you for checking out the show and continue to do so. SportsEvolutionRadio.com. Follow us on Twitter, please. Nick Sundberg and Darwin Sports and the show Sports Evil Radio. So let's talk football. Washington Redskins, you guys got your finally, sorry. Finally got your W. You went to the Oakland, and it's a poo-poo stadium, I hear.
Oh, man. Yeah, I've been there a bunch.
But, dude, so yeah, I'm sure, because of your college days. Is it everything that it's said to be? Let's start there. How bad it is and playing on the field and having the whole baseball diamond.
Yes, it's awful.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything that's said about it is 100% true.
Fun.
They do have great fans, though, to be honest.
Very passionate fans.
Not only are they passionate, but they weren't that crazy. Like, generally when I'm on the sideline snapping or warming up to go on the field, they're just real not nice people yelling at you when you're at away games. But they really weren't that bad, you know? There wasn't a single time where I was like, oh, man, that guy's a jerk, you know? Like, they were all pretty nice. It was actually quite surprising.
CD, not right now, CD. Apologize. I read a stat that says that the Washington Redskins, and I gave this to you, worst defense in the NFL, and they're averaging or giving up an average of 440 yards. That kind of plagued them a little bit on Sunday. But what do you think about that stat? And I ask you that because you've been with the team for a few seasons, and you've seen this defense stack up at the top 10 sometimes. For it to be last in the league and giving up that many yards, problems are there. What's going on, man?
I think the first 3 weeks, if you look at who we played $300 million quarterbacks.
Yeah, no, you're right.
There's a reason they're paying $100 million to play the game. You know, I'm not making excuses at all, but you know, they did what they were supposed to do. Unfortunately, we didn't. It's 3 games. I think it'll even out by the end of the year. It's kind of one of those things that over 3 games looks like a whole lot, but you know, generally it's hopefully really not that bad. But you know, our defense really stepped up this week. I think we had 7 sacks, 2 turnovers, a pick 6 was one of them. You know, we had a lot of guys just playing their ass off. That's what we need, you know? We need guys to step up. We need guys to play young guys, like Emerson getting the pick 6.
Yes.
A lot of younger players making plays in this game, in the Raider game, that we kind of didn't have in the past 3 games. So definitely making strides in the right direction. Now we just want to continue making strides in the right direction.
Take me back to the sideline when David Emerson got that interception and took it back for a pick 6. What did you guys, what went through you, that sideline? I'm sure you guys were all excited. That was a momentum shift. You needed that at that point. It wasn't going that well. And it came from this guy, this rookie, that has failed a few
He's made a couple
assignments.
mistakes, we'll just say that. Honestly, exactly what went through my head was, oh shit, where's my helmet? Because it wasn't in my hand. It's sitting by the kicking net. So I had to run all the way to the kicking net. I grabbed the ball, snapped one in the net, and then ran onto the field. Sudden changes are always a pain in the butt because when we're on offense, I'm snapping, getting ready to go on the field. But when we're on defense, I'm not. I kind of take that time to cool down a little bit. I'd love having pick 6s and fumbles for touchdowns and things like that. But first thing through my head was, oh man, where's my helmet?
Yeah, because you got to get out there. What is it like 2 weeks in a row now, kicking or having Potter kick? He's now gone, by the way, folks.
3 weeks in a row.
3 weeks, sorry. Jeez. Kai, come on. But he's back. I imagine he will be back after the bye with Potter being gone now, released today. So what was that like again? Is it starting to feel a little bit better?
Well, it never really felt bad, just because he was with us. The end of training or the end of OTAs and all of training camp, so we were able to get into a rhythm. Him and Kai are just so different in their, in their approaches, things like that. Like Potter takes about 15 seconds
that's what you told me.
to line up, and Kai takes about 7. So but other than that, it's really not. It really wasn't a big deal.
Sure. So take it back now. Let's talk about the game. Washington Redskins. Roy Halou. That was an awesome game for Roy. I'm a big fan of Roy. He did a great job, and he really, the thing about Roy is that he catches those balls, he can run it. But talk about that. Explosive player, had a great great game on Sunday.
Yeah, Rui's one of those guys that's always working hard, always got his nose in the books, and stepped up when we needed him to. Alfred banged his ribs up, and we needed Roy to make some big moves, so he did. We've always known since his rookie year he was a great player. Nothing's changed, other than Alfred stepping in and doing big things. So it's kind of one of those things where guy needed to step up, and he did.
So for the Redskins fans out there that wonder where that number 22, Mr. Evan Royster, went. I know, but what should they expect? Should after this excitement with seeing Roy Halou and him being hurt and finally come back and getting the time, getting the touches, and doing what he did this past Sunday, is that something that you think that the fans can get excited about, having that 1-2 punch being Alfred Morris and Halou right now?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Royster?
No, I wouldn't say that at all.
He's not suiting up, is he?
Running backs. He did this week.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The reason why I asked that because I didn't see him suit up for the
Yeah, he didn't.
what game that I went to?
Previous.
Yes. All right. Just wondering. I'm just trying to get some little nuggets here from Mr. Nick Sundberg.
Right.
I'm just saying.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break because we got some wings that just arrived, and I'm starving.
Yes.
We'll be right back. Sports Evolution Radio.
Welcome back, Sports Evolution Radio. And as you see, we did a little change here. We have our Hooter friends. By the way, thank you to Hooters of Chantilly, Bill, the general manager there. Check them out at Hooters Chantilly. We have Karina and Alicia.
Yes.
Joining us here for a chicken wing eating contest. Last time, again, Nick teases me. He says I ate 3 wings.
Last time.
I did. You beat it.
I'm not buying this.
Yeah, she had 5 and he had 4.
By the way, they're taking, just so you know, people, they're taking bones out here, okay?
No.
All right, whatever. I ate more than 3. We're gonna prove it right now. So we're gonna do a little chicken wing eating contest. I think it's my butt. Actually, I did it again.
Wondering why his car alarm's going off.
Yeah, but a minute and a half is what we're gonna be timed for here, and we're gonna eat a lot of delicious. We have barbecue and hot chicken wings here from Hooters of Chantilly. So thank you again, Hooters of Chantilly. We're ready to go.
Ready? Go.
It's totally bad. It's a handicap.
Where we at on time?
45.
I think I've hit my max.
10. Stop.
So much chicken.
I feel good.
Alright, I'm at 10.
I feel like a champion right now.
We had the same plate, fool. That's all I need to eat. I know, but I kept all my... We're a team.
Oh, it's us against them.
All right, let's count. 3.
Hang on, let's look at these.
How do we do this? What?
We're just checking how much
That's
meat's on
one.
there.
Whoa! Why am I getting like discriminated over here?
Hungry?
Okay, I gotcha.
Oh yeah, we
Just a
cleaned
little
our
bit extra
bones.
meat. Dude, mine look like yours. What are you talking about?
No way.
How many?
Oh.
3, 4.
One.
Oh my god.
I don't think I'll be eating dinner.
No. There's no way.
I think I got 14.
11.
10.
I don't know.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's paid.
Let's do it again.
Have a break first.
Go for another minute. I'm just gonna keep eating and then we'll do it again.
So again, are we really gonna do it again?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you Hooters for supplying enough wings, 100 wings for us to do it again. We're probably gonna choke and die in the middle of it. That's all right.
My fingers look like a crime scene.
I can feel my face burning. I feel like a clown right now.
That's spicy to you?
Yeah, the hot's not that hot.
Really?
Wow.
It's butter
No,
based,
it's
man.
not.
It's like medium sauce.
He's a big fan. What can I say?
I feel it in my face. Yeah. And we are back.
Welcome back to Sports Evolution Radio, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and get right on started with round 2. Sorry, I'm just excited. 21 wings deep, so let's do it. We're just gonna go for a minute here because the other 3 people in this competition are full.
So he's obviously gonna win.
We'll see what happens. And we're pulling from the box, so we don't have any cheaters this time. Pulling bones out, just so everybody knows, Darwin. And all right, let's get to it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm gonna regret this in like an hour.
I want to feel good now.
Ready for nap time?
Time trip.
10. 5. And stop.
Can you look at this right now? We're going to Are pretty damn good.
It's very
Just saying.
We're gonna count these up, and we'll be right back.
Oh my god.
And welcome back to Sports Evolution Radio, everybody. My name is Nick Sundberg. We're here with Darwin Navarrete. We're also joined by Hooters of Chantilly. We'd like to thank Bill, manager over there, for sending us 100 wings that are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 wings now.
Wow.
So
gosh.
thanks, Bill.
That's not good.
Thanks, Karina. Thanks, Alicia, for coming over to eat these with us. We'd just like to let you guys know how the tally went for our second round of 1-minute wing eating contest. Darwin came in last place with 6 wings.
Whoa! I thought we miscounted wings over here.
She got
I
7.
had 7, not 8. I still beat you. And I had flappers.
Karina also had 6, but she's a girl, so she beats Darwin.
And I'm shorter.
Alicia had 7,
Thank you.
and I had
Very nice.
8. Just enough to take first place yet again.
But you know what? Redemption. There's always next year. Okay. We gotta
Right,
try
right.
to
This is what he said last year. I don't know if you guys remember. I'll get you next year. So guys, thanks so much again for bringing these by. This is always a lovely time. Thanks for dinner.
Yeah,
It was
no
wonderful.
problem.
The competition was great. I always love seeing Darwin lose, especially the women. And
Sounds like that happens a lot.
That's about it. I say thank you everyone for checking us out. Check us out this week, Sports Evolution Radio. We appreciate your support. Continue to do so. Check out the show. Share with your friends. And we're going to take this week off. Obviously, it's the bye week. But next week, we got to come back. And hopefully we'll see a W. I'm looking at you again, big man.
Oh,
Hopefully
yeah.
we'll see a W from the Washington Redskins. So congratulations to these guys. And we'll see you next week.
see you guys.